Hello everyone, Ken and Loa here, back with more Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet, and here on Tia's account I am doing Kirito mode for the first time. So I wanted to kind of do a rematch of Death Gun. I am on extreme mode, so I'm not completely over his level at this point. So looking at Kiriko at level 154, decent amount of stats there, 6,000 hit points, sword barrier 3, which is something, when I first did Death Gun, I had literally no idea what sword barrier would do. I thought that sword barrier would force you to stay stationary, or something along those lines. So now that I know how sword barrier works and some of these how the other sword skills work, I'm going to show off how it looks in comparison to how terrible I was when I first did it. Another thing that I wanted to mention before we get started is that with the memory chip editor thing, I do believe that if you give Kirito weapon mods or mods for his accessories, they actually carry over to Kirito mode. So for an example, I could put like weapon attack on here, attack well max HP, attack against life forms, and various different mods that could make this even easier. I didn't even think to do that prior to this. So if you are having trouble with Kirito mode and you do have access to the memory chip editor, which I do believe was added in one of the DLCs, like one of the first ones, and you would be able to like put on as much physical defense as possible, stun resistance and whatnot. So without further ado, let's get started. And I'm just going to skip all of the cutscenes because I showed all of them the first time I went through this. And there are quite a bit of cutscenes like right next to right after one another. Okay, so as soon as you go into Swordbeard, you can no longer use... As soon as you go into Sword Barrier with sword and gun, you can no longer use your gun, from what it looked like. I typically didn't use sword and gun at all, so... But with that, let's continue! The second phase. That was actually really quick, too. Quicker than I was expecting. So yeah, from the look of it, if you have knowledge of what the sword skills do and remember to actually use sword barrier, he's actually not bad at all. Actually, he was easier than I was expecting. I didn't think I was too over-leveled. He was roughly around level 150 on extreme mode. So definitely, if I was doing my main account level, which is like level 211, he would have went down really, really easy. So yeah, basically, if you remember to use sword barrier and then use like dual orbital and then horizontal square, he's pretty much done. So yeah, just remember to use your sword skills, and he's not too bad at all. And don't do what I did the first time and be a complete noob. So I think with that, thank you very much for watching, and have a wonderful day.